Otis, you ready for your walk this morning? And you've got a stick. Hey, well done. Go on then, let's go. This morning we're starting at the Cross Hands pub on Chapter Road. I'm going to head down through Somerton and over the Somerton Bridge. Show you where the Newport Football Club used to be. The Newport County Football Club, aka the Exiles. And then we'll wander on over towards St Andrew's Park. Okay, Otis. Good boy. Otis, you look like you're on a bear hunt this morning. Yes, you do. It's a good boy. Come on. Okay, you ready? We're going to cross over after this car. It's a good boy. Okay, cross. That's a good boy. So Somerton Road is sort of the boundary line for Somerton and Beechwood area. Come on then, Otis. Good boy. Bless you. You've got a few sneezels this morning. Yes, you have. This is Balmoral Road. It runs parallel with Convoy Road, which is the next one. And just give you an idea of the geographic area. The next road on our right is Convoy Road, and that links up to Archibald Street. If you remember from the video the other day, Archibald Street and Convoy Road, where they meet, is where the Pell's factory was, which is now Bray's Sweets. Okay, Otis. So Somerton is over to the right and Beechwood is over to the left. And we're going to go straight up over Somerton Bridge. So this railway bridge was rebuilt a few years ago when the line was electrified here. The original line, the original bridge didn't need to be so tall due to there not being any electric wires. But once they'd introduced the electric to the railway line, this bridge had to be lifted by 2.5 metres. It still looks very similar to how it looked years ago when I was a kid travelling over here. I used to walk across this bridge every morning on my way to school. Primary school, that is. And when we get to the top, we can have a little look up and down the main line. This is the main Paddington to Swansea line here. And as we look down the line towards Newport, you should be able to make out all the sidings where the sidings are, there was a bridge alongside the sweet shop that we went under. How you doing, Otis? You okay? Okay, so I'll take a little look to the left and you can see up the line towards London. That's as well as we can do actually, because these massive walls have been created since the electrification, so I'm going to change my hand angle. Let's see if we can get to some view. Head towards the middle of the bridge. And have a look from here. There you go, so you're looking up towards Newport railway station, and you should see all the sidings there. There are a lot more sidings at one time. And of course, industry has moved to the roads and away from the railways, so hence the shunting areas aren't required as much. Not right, Otis. Oh, he's just on a scent. And here we are, another bridge number. Something Road B4237 bridge. And here we are. So all this area, you see that's open, it was full of sidings. And further on down where you can see where it opens up, well, that's where the tunnel was that we walked under, where you can see how it's expanded out to the left, and that was full of shunter sidings. And if we zoom back in, you've got a good view there of Tumbarlam. Ooh, up to you, man. You're pulling away behind me. Wait there, let me change this angle again. And we have a train coming. If I go this way, you might see the train coming through. Ah, that's not on the electrified line, that's on the non-electrified line. So that's one of the, probably one of the docks type trains, engines. Okay, so from here, what we're looking at is this new housing estate, which is where Summerton Park was. And in the background there you can make out St Patrick's Church, and the school was just behind it. And then you've got the iconic Transporter Bridge and the SDR City Bridge in front of it. This is Otis. Come on, you man. Well, as you come to the bottom of Summerton Bridge, we're going to turn right along Convoy Road. And this little lane here led us down originally to the Newport football ground. So if you were supporting Newport County back in its day, is where you'd march down to join the football ground. This is the original cottages of Summerton area. Back in, these were built back in the early 1900s. Without sounding like an old man, I remember when all this was fields. Not quite, not quite. And this is the one of the east side BT exchanges, back from when it was British Telecom. So it's after the GPO days. And that was one of the first digital exchanges in Newport. Come on, Otis. And we've been for a walk over that way before. That takes us to Somerton Cottages and down to Black Ash Park. So if you're interested in that video, look back. It's quite a few months ago now. This way, Otis. Come on, young man. And this sweet shop certainly takes me back to the day when I was a kid going back and forth to school with my mum. This sweet shop always had a Wrigley's spearmint chewing gum machine on the side, but next to it it had a gobstopper machine, and I used to love having a gobstopper. And this was the Somerton entrance to the football club, which is now Somerton Park Estate. If we cross over, this will give us a better view across at the Roman Catholic Church here on Convoy Road. And this is the church that we had to follow a mass every morning whilst I was in primary school. Yes, every morning we'd have a mass service at St Patrick's Church, and the school is tucked away just behind. How you doing, Otis? And would you believe it, the priest that was there when I was in primary school is still there. It was Father Cudahy. Okay, well, for games day, because we didn't really have much area, and also for playing baseball, because even as a teenager, oh, not a teenager even, in primary school, we played baseball. Wow. This is Fairfax Road, which leads down to the start of the shunting area of the railway. Another great chip shop here, Gibbo's. Lots of free advertising going on today. Well, because of the lack of space really at the school for things like baseball, we used to head along this road, which is Convoy Road, and across to the St Andrew's Park. Now, if I can remember how to get there, that is. I believe it was up this way. But it looks all boarded up. Well, this is the way that we used to go into the St Andrew's Park. Otis is eager to go. He can sense the park grounds, but how do we get in? That was the gate. Okay, Otis has found his own way in. Come on then, you can go for a little run around here. So this is St Andrew's Park, where as a primary school kid used to come and play baseball, football, yeah, and all the other sorts of sports. Well done, Otis. Otis has just found himself a nice stick. Good boy. Once again, I'm talking quite quietly because it's early doors. The sun hasn't even popped up this morning yet, although it's very grey and overcast once again, unfortunately. So this is St Andrew's Park. And why is it St Andrew's Park? Well, this is linked to St Andrew's Primary School. Now, a lot of the schools around Newport have been bulldozed to the ground and modern schools built in their place, such as the one at Usk Vale. Well, St Andrew's School boasts that it hasn't. It's under renovation, but they're going to keep it just the same, which is really good news. Okay, Otis. Oh, you can play fetch. Good boy. Come on then, this way. Good boy. There we go. You can bring a stick? Okay. It's a bit big to carry around the streets. So there we are, that's St Andrew's Park. And we'll just wander over now to show you. Oh, hang on. Grab it in the middle, Otis. Good boy. Take a little wander over to St Andrew's Primary School. I think if I walk down the centre of the road, I'll get a great idea of it. When people talk about very early 1900s with the schools, when you had the infants and then the primary school next to it, this is a perfect example. So this is the infant school. So infants was from the age of 4 or 5 up to the age of 7, I believe, and then you went into the primary school. I thought there was a date on the circle there, but there isn't. And this is the primary school side, where they are doing lots of renovations at the moment. Look at the amazing playground they get to play with, though, with teepees and tube slides. Great. Of course, it's the summer holidays now, so the council can get to work. I am so pleased that they kept this school as well. So now this is the boys' side of the primary school. I'll take a walk over to the other side, which was the girls' side. This is eager to show you. Not quite sure if we'll see much of this because the white covering is covering all. Let's cross over, Otis. I'll need to find a photograph and plonk it in here because it's all covered in white, but it's great to see an original school being renovated and kept. The architecture, absolutely brilliant. So the girls' school's to the left and to the right was the boys' school. If we walk along this way, something else that still stands today is the original library. This is the Corporation Road Library. Still in great condition. It's a shame there's no date on there, but you've got the coat of arms above the gateway, and it was the Carnegie Free Library. Okay, Otis. Well, while over this, I would like to go for a little walk along the riverbank, and then down to the Ken Park, maybe. Good boy. Come on then. Okay, well, we left Amelia Way behind, and we're now on Agassiz Way area. I just wanted to show you Monkey Island. You can see how it stands out now with the water at low tide. You can also see the height that it has to rise and fall. It's a good few meters here, and it's a good tens of meters in the main estuary of the River Usk. And the SDR bridge in the foreground. Now if I zoom over, you can just about make out the Lysaght meeting hall in the distance, and the boats of Monkey Island. Here we go. Okay, we're going to carry on along Agassiz Way. Good boy. This side. This side, Otis. Morning. This way. Good boy. So, I believe these new flats or apartments were built in the late 1990s. I do know somebody though that will know for 100% certain, and will probably leave a comment below. So we'll carry on along the footpath here and take in the views across the River Usk. Okay, right, if you wait there a moment, Otis, I'm just going to zoom over here for you. And you can see the two landing stages here. This is Blaenau Wharf, and in the centre you'll see two turrets sticking up. They used to suspend the railway line from each of the landing stages all the way along the River Usk, and you'll see many of them right the way along. They weren't just concrete turrets, they were wooden frames right the way along supporting the railway line. And this was the Monmouthshire railway line, the MR&CC, so it's the Monmouthshire Rail and Canal Corporation. All gone now, of course. Now if I just stop here and zoom in, you can just about make out the Civic Centre through the centre of the through the centre, in the gap there. And on the right you have the campus buildings for the students. On the left is the large car park at Hill Street. And as we pan around, the new apartment blocks. Up on top of the hill there you see St Willis and the chimney of St Willis Hospital. So St Willis was is the Cathedral of Newport. And as I pan around to the right, you can see well, two of the four posts of the George Street Bridge, which we'll see in a moment. You okay, Otis? Good boy. Okay, and as we head down to the end of Argosy Way, we head out towards the realms of Corporation Road, and this is where the old Ken Park used to start, and this is where the power station used to be, the DC power station, and this ran power for the trams in Newport in its day. And so this road and associated landscape of the site of the Newport power station railway sidings have been partly refunded or partly funded with a grant from the European Regional Development Fund. Okay, there we go. And Otis is looking forward to the next part of the stage. Well, that's a run around the old Ken Park. So the old Ken Park was part of the power station. It was a coal-powered power station, but it also owned a glue factory in its time as well. And years ago, all the bones were brought here and turned to glue. I'm not quite sure what animal bones they were, but there we go. It's certainly a long time ago. Now, in recent years, the old Ken Park has been renamed. It's now called Lysaght Park, and the Lysaght story is on another one of my videos. I believe that was the Monkey Island walk that we did, and here we are at Lysaght Park. Are you ready for another little run, Otis? Good day, young fella. The gate was closed, so I will reclose it. Okay. And this is Lysaght Park, aka the old Ken Park. Just have a look around, see if there's a water fountain here. It's all for Otis. Yeah, it doesn't look that way. Would you like to go for a little run? Go on then. Grab your lead. And he's off. Good boy. Let's go. Burn off some of that energy before we head home. He's like a little ground on a ground track, except for he stops like a sheepdog. It's a good boy. Come on then, this way. Yay, zoom zoom. Otis, zoom zoom. Yay. Come on Otis, this way. 1, 2, 3, zoom. Otis. Good boy. Okay, well if you've been enjoying the video, please click the like button. Please click on the subscription icon. And don't forget the notification bell, because then you'll be notified of any future videos that we bring out. Anyway, till then, all the best from Otis and I. Bye.